Hello all and welcome to What's on the Shelf. I'm your host Jen and today is Wednesday. So we're doing our stream a little later than normal just because I'm on vacation. I also wasn't feeling that well this morning, so I pushed things back a little bit. So today we have a special unboxing, not only because I'm on vacation, but we've got this huge box full of games from Steamforged Games, which I cannot wait to open up and show you. Essentially, we will be showing off what's inside, opening all the components up. So this might be a longer stream than I usually do, so bear with me. Also, we got some very good news this week as well. We will be going to Gen Con, so make sure to follow our adventures at Gen Con. We will be running into, hopefully, all our friends that we haven't seen in almost like 3 years at this point because of pandemic and life changes and everything like that. So that will be extremely exciting to document and have fun with. Also, at the same time, our demos are also live again. So we just had last Saturday the demo for Dungeon Rush, Dungeon Party, which was very fun. Everyone enjoyed it. A lot of people were skeptical about how the coin bouncing would work, but it did work out in the end. So in this box, we have a bunch of stuff. There's Godtear, there's, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Ni No Kuni II, there's Zero Dawn Horizon, a bunch with a whole bunch of different expansions. So we'll open up and see exactly what's in the box because this is the first time. I just opened to confirm that it was the Steamforged box because I was supposed to be getting a bunch of boxes because Kickstarter's coming in and stuff like that. So I do have water. And so I will make sure to hydrate since I'm still not feeling all that great. But let's get down to it and see what's in the box. I will be moving our usual small table in this section afterwards. I just have to find room to toss the box, which will probably be somewhere over there. Alright, so let's get down to it. Let's see, can I open this fully without causing issues with the camera? It seems so. Let me just stick them right in between there. There we go. Ooh. So there we go, lots of wrapping. So first thing we see is some Godtear stuff. So Steamforged is well known. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Steamforged is well known for their miniatures. This is their IP, I believe, Godtear. So essentially, the big guy is the person trying to get what they call the Godtear. There's a bunch, essentially they're like the essence of the gods that have died, so you're trying to become the most powerful you can. So this is the Skullbreaker, the Dragon Slayer, and the Toothbearers. Ooh, they look really cool. I'm gonna have fun painting those too. I will be starting to paint again in the near future. So those look really cool. Let's see what else we've got in here. It's time to build your kingdom. So this is the Ni No Kuni II, the board game. So this one does have a couple of miniatures, but it is like a kingdom building game from my understanding of the stuff that I have seen. The Steamforged Games is also very well known for their IP for video games. They've done quite a lot, as you can see. They've got like Zero Dawn Horizon, they've got what was it, Bloodborne, they've got the Resident Evil games. They've got quite a lot going on for them. So let's see here. We've got more expansions for Godtear. So this one here is Blackjaw, the Sweeping Flame, and the Unburnt Ravels. So they look very orc-like. We've got some more here. So this one is the Marn Blade, the Soulless, and the Nightshades. So these guys are all very, like, they look very skeleton-y. see what else is in here. We've got, it looks like a human faction. And this is Helena, Inspirer of Hope, and the Rowley Peasants. So yeah, this is definitely a human group. Whoop. And then we've got, ooh, these guys look really cool too. So these are the Killy, the Fury of the Forest, and the Virtues. They look they're centaur based. They're really cool looking. All right, and then we've got, I believe, the core box for Godtear. So this is the starter set. Even gods can die. As they fall, only their divine essence remains. Great crystal meteors known as Godtears rain from the skies to land in the mortal realm. A few rare mortal champions are able to withstand and harness the immense power of the Godtear. But once they have tasted the power of the gods, they are driven by the endless ambition to gain more. In Godtear, players take control of their mighty champions, attempting to claim the essence of the shattered gods as their own, so they can ascend to the throne of immortality and untold power. Throwing players into the thick of it right from the start of the game, momentum swings dynamically between each player as the two sides clash until a winner emerge. Combat is smooth and fluid, with separate phases each turn that allows players to zoom out to plot their strategy and then jump right back in as the fight begins again. Perfect if you're starting on the path of your destiny or looking to booster your warband. This box contains everything you need for 2 players to start, including the following. So you get 2 factions in this box. Now I could have sworn there was like a bigger box as well. I'll have to look into that. But that looks really interesting. So that we'll put off to the side for the moment. And then we've got Zero Dawn, Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game, the Thunder Jaw expansion, which is quite big. I believe this is just, it contains 1 Thunderjaw miniature, rule book, 1 encounter tile, and 25 cards. Ugh. And then we have the Zero Dawn, Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game core box. And in this it comes with it comes with quite a lot of miniatures, dice, encounter tiles, rule books, 365 cards, and 129 tokens. Good for ages 14 and up, plays in about 60 to 90 minutes, good for 1 to 4 players. Ooh, it's a solo game too. It's a semi-cooperative tactic action game. So that looks really interesting as well. So let's get rid of this box since it's currently in the way, but very well put together. Nothing was damaged in shipping. There we go. Just make sure I don't end up moving my camera too much. Ooh, come on. Should have room over here for a moment. There we go. All right. So I think we'll start with Zero Dawn Horizon and then do the Toko Noko stuff. I think I pronounced that right. Starting to get a little too high there. All right. And we're back with our regular scheduled table. Alright, so I guess we can start with the Ni No Kuni II. I'm horribly bad at reading stuff like this, so excuse the language. So we can zoom in just a little bit. There we go. So this one is a kingdom building game, from what I understand. Essentially, you're trying to rebuild the kingdom because it has faltered. This is a 1 to 4 player game, good for ages 14 and up. And I know there's quite a lot of videos out there on the how-tos to play this game and so on. Alright, let's get right down to this and see what we've got. So to start with, we've got the rule book. Looks pretty straightforward. They give you information on the setup, play area, how the dice work. Now, if I remember correctly, this is an anime as well. I don't know if it's a movie or just an anime, like a feature-length movie, or if it's a series, but it looks super cute. Oh, there's boss fights as well. So the book isn't that long and it has a nice reference guide at the back. Next, we've got our tokens. Looks like we've got 1 tray of tokens there. We've got the town board. And it's just one-sided. We've got bags for the tokens. We've got some cards in here. We've got some cute little miniatures too. I'll get those out in just a minute. And some dice. Let's see how the dice roll. Ooh, they're nice and they're normal dice, but they've got like a nice design on the one too. It also looks like this section is set up so that you can divide stuff up, but I'll leave it down for now. So let's start by opening the cards here. I love rip ties. They are the best thing in the world. Alright. So it looks like we've got different heroes we can use. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. We've got different heroes you can choose from. These are probably locations that you can use. Just to give you a quick glance at the cards. We don't want to spoil too much. So that's one set of cards. Then we've got the second set of cards here. The quality of the card stock too is very nice. It's not too flimsy. So there's 2 things in here. There's, I'm assuming, boss monsters, and then other location cards that go with this. Okay, so these are the actual town locations for your kingdom. Let me see if I bump this up just a little bit more. There we go. So this is stuff you can add to your kingdom. So I'll leave that pile there. And then we've got the interesting, like, I love the colors for the bosses or monsters. I won't go into these too much because I don't want them spoiled, but they look amazing. Like, I love the artwork for this. Alright. Then, let's get rid of this plastic here. I'm going to have so much plastic by the end. It's okay, it's recycling tomorrow, I believe. Alright, let's see these little token guys. Oh, they're in a little bag too. So these are the miniatures that come with the game. I'm not sure who the characters are, but we can give you a quick look at the miniatures. They look really cute. So that's one. And there's 4 in total. We've got this punky girl. And the miniatures are very well done. There's no assembly required or anything like that. And looking really close up, there's like hardly any seams or anything like that you see on miniatures if they're just plastic, what's the word? Infused. You've got another one here. Focus, camera, there we go. He's like a little wolf boy dude. Looks very cool. And then we've got a very tall person. He looks like he'd be the tacticianer of the group. And they all fit nicely in this little tray that they give you to keep them in. Those are going to be interesting to paint as well. I'll have to see what their characters look like in game. And then we have the fun part of popping out the tokens. Ooh, these come out really nice too. These guys remind me of, what are they called? The little guys from Princess Mononoke, the forest spirits. So I'm just gonna zoom out a bit. There we go. We've got some turn order stuff. We've got some gems. We've got some apples or tomatoes maybe? Some kind of vegetable or fruit resource. We've got some little books. There we go. And then we've got gold pieces. Again, this looks very interesting. I can't wait to get it to the table. I will be probably starting that up again on Tuesdays at work since I'm on vacation. I did not plan anything for this coming week. Here we go. Got some bags for this. Do I want to put the cards in bags? There's probably enough. And I'd probably get sleeves for these too. Not that the cards are flimsy, but I really like if it's a game I'm going to play multiple times, I definitely want to sleeve them. And this definitely looks like it's going to be something that's going to hit the table a lot if it's a kingdom builder. There we go. Those fit in nicely. Yeah, we can put them like that, I guess. And then the tokens, just gonna put them all into one bag for all the resources, it looks like. There we go. There we go. Voila, all the tokens, resource tokens are in one section. We have enough bags to put, I think it's turn tokens and the spirits into the bag. Voila. And that's everything in the bags. There we go. Where's the cover? We've got the rule book. So everything fits very nicely back into the box as well. And this again is a 1 to 4 player game, good for ages 10 and up. Plays in about 60 to 90 minutes. No, it plays in about 30 minutes. Excuse me, I read that wrong. So, let's see. Next one I think we're going to go with is... Excuse me. Ugh, the big one. Oh, this is actually really heavy. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. This is Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game. It is a licensed, official licensed game by Steamforged. Plays ages 14 and up, 1 to 4 players, plays in 60 to 90 minutes. Now, let's get down to it and see what we've got. So it looks like there's quite a lot of miniatures in this, so that's going to be interesting. Come on, Lego. We're always in for more miniatures. There we go. So there's the plastic gone. Let's see what we've got. Ugh. There we go. So that's the lid. And we've got the rule book. Let's see here. So we've got a very nice layout of all the components, where you need to look for things. Ooh, the artwork in the book is really nice too. You've got different heroes you can use. I'm wondering if they used assets directly from the game for some of the images. I've seen a lot of gameplay of this. I have not played this game. I've been told I should play it though, because it looks very interesting. So I know a bit of the basics of the game, like the post-apocalyptic, the enemies, but that's pretty much it. But again, this looks really interesting. So there's resource cards and fate cards. And they're all set up in a certain way. So we've got different maps we can use. Hunt activation setup. Huh. I'm wondering if there's like a campaign mode to this as well. There seems to be some nice dice too. Again, the artwork in this is just beautifully done. Special actions. So this is a fairly thick rule book, I will not lie. There's quite a lot to go through. Which, again, not scared of. The rules, we're almost up to 50 pages for the rule book. Let's see what else. And then you get a little breakdown. We're at 52 pages in total for the rule book. Let's see. Next, we've got some plastic bags for tokens. We've got one sheet. Oh, 2 sheets with one of the tiles that popped out already on its own. 3 sheets. 4 sheets. 5 sheets. Whoop. 6. 7 sheets to work out. Oh, and look at the glory of those miniatures. Oh, they're gorgeous looking. I cannot wait to paint these. This is amazing looking. So before we go into these, I'm going to pop these open so we can get these out of the way. So they're 2-sided tiles for those. And then we've got these little things here, which I sure will have different definitions depending on what it is. So we'll keep them separate off to the side for the time being. And that's one sheet done. Keeping tokens a little separated on the sides here. This again, you get, and it tells you what tile it is too, up in the top corner here, which is always good to have. So there's probably some customed builds as well then, because I know a lot of people in the communities tend to build their own games around miniatures that are already there too, so that will be interesting to look into. There we go. That one's done. And we've got another big tile here with 2 sides. More little tokens to pop out. Things to the side. Oh. I think these are points or hits or something like that. And there we go, that one's done. So we've got another tile with the both sides. Oh, this one we've got some different tokens, it seems. Another sun token, some fire. These ones are chips, it looks like. We'll put those ones over there for now. That's completely done. Another 2-sided board. I love when they do 2-sided because it always gives you more content to play with. Got like some exclamation tokens, some more little fire tokens, another sun token, more chips. There we go. Put that off to the side. We're almost done with these. So we've got our last tablet. There we go, more chips. And I'm not sure what these are, but we'll put them in a separate bag as well, I'm assuming. And that's this one done. And then we've got one more here, which has different little location things on it, I believe. I hope they gave us enough bags for all of this. It looks like these are like, oh, okay, so these are the little guys in the grass. They kind of pop up everywhere. They're seekers or something like that. We've got little tiny tokens. You've got some more circle ones here. And then these look like they're stuff you could put on terrain that would be like obstructions. They look like cars or old junk. So that's everything on this here. So that's all the pop outs. So let's see if we've got enough bags for all of this. We should, in theory. If not, we could always pile some together. Come on, open the bag. So we're going to put the sun tokens and these tokens together. There we go. I hope everyone is enjoying the relaxing music. And there we go. I guess we could put, we'll leave it open for now. We'll put the chip tokens and the exploration rocks together because they're similar colors. There we go. And it'll be easy to differentiate them once we have it out on the board. Come back here, token. There we go. Trying to get away from me. There we go. So we've got that in a bag. We'll put the circles and the flames together. So these tokens here. There's always logic to my madness, as I keep telling my friends. Let's keep going here. All right. So we got those there. We've got quite a lot of these ones here, so I think I'll just keep these ones all to their own bag. There we go. Voila. And then the last of the little tokens we'll put together here. Along with the teeny tiny tokens. And then the big box, big bag will hold these tokens. Voila, everything has a place in their bags, and that's all set up. Will it fit all back into the box just fine? I assume so. So there we go. Let's just close all these up real quick. Take a sip of my water. There we go. That's that. So all of those are handled. So we're gonna remove these, put them to the top of the box for now, and see the miniatures because they look amazing. So everything is sealed inside. Oh, there's even more. Oh, so this is movable. Oh, okay, so it's 2 tiers. So we've got these guys here. Oh, there's like tape here. What it looks like. Yeah, we've got some tape here. Is there tape on the other side? Yes, there is. So there's tape on both sides. There we go. Ha. So we'll zoom in a bit because we want to get a really good look at these miniatures. So we've got some of the heroes here. Oh, these are going to be really hard to paint, but they're super cool looking. Like, they almost look like Death Must Die quality miniatures. Oh, so that's one. This is another one of the heroes. There's 4 of them. So I think she's the main character of the video game. Come on, focus on my hand. There we go. So very cool looking. Oh, there's so many of these guys. I'm gonna have to find a way to make them all like individual looking. Like maybe change their eyes so they all have different eye colors. But those are really cool. So there's 4 of those. And then this guy, oh, the antelope guy. Very well done. And then there's 4 of those, so that's what contains in this section. And then this section has another part because it pops out as well. So we'll put this over here. So we've got 2 of the other heroes down here. So you've got a guy with a hammer. And then you've got, looks like another female, but she's got a staff. Focused on my hand, not the big guy behind. There we go. Like, very high detailed minis. Then we've got like these hound looking dudes that look amazingly well done. We've got 4 of those, and then these like hybrid horses slash dog looking guys. Like super well done. And then we've got 2 of the big ones each. Whoa. They look so cool. Like, just wow. Look at the detail. Like, amazing. And then you've got like these little robo spider droids dudes. Whoops. The big ones are going to be fun to paint. I wonder how I'm going to make them look all like scruffy though, because they're supposed to be like out in the wild. And then we've got dice. Which I believe will do like movement and stuff for the monsters and also combat. Let's get all of those out. So you've got different colored dice with different symbols. So I'll definitely read the rules up on that. Put the dice over here for now. And they're nice chunky dice too. We have small dice, deck of cards here. There we go. So these look like, oh, other side. So there's different things from different monsters, it looks like. So that's always good, or metallic items and so on that you'd be getting. So that goes right back in there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different packs of cards here. Oh, with another set underneath. Scrap this card when this hunter is attacked to ignore all damage. Okay, so these seem to be combat cards. So, okay, I think each hero has their own deck. Because remember, we saw that symbol earlier with the little miniature things. So, you've got different things that your potential hero will be able to do, depending on what they have equipped and so on. There's the rip tie for this one. Didn't want to rip tie all the way. That's okay though. Alright. So this one has different armor, it looks like. Just gonna zoom out just a little. Looks like it has different armor types. This also has the robots you'll be fighting and how they interact or move. So it'll tell you exactly how the AI thinks, plus what they might be doing. So that's one set there. Let's see what else. This looks like another person's deck because it's got the symbol on top. Let's see here. Lego. So is this all the same character? Nope, we've got different characters, it seems, in this. All mixed in. Again, I'm not sure if I'm right with the symbols, but we'll find out. So, different equipment. All very interesting. Let's Come on, Riptide. Oh, it's on the other side. There we go. Voila. Just gonna lower this a little. So, again, with the symbols on the back of the cards, maybe this is like the main drafting and you have unique things for your heroes as well. So you've got different things in here to look into. There's quite a, like I said, I think it was like 365 or 62 cards in this game. So definitely a lot. And they're standard size cards, so you can easily get sleeves for them. Alright. I'm gonna have to clean up those afterwards. So, again, same back. And then different things you can get or have resolutions for. On the last pack, and then it's the monsters pack in the back. I guess the bosses, if you will. There you go. Okay. My sound's doing okay? Yes. It's giving me some trouble, guys. Alright. So, now we've got some Lego. There we go. We've got the last set of cards here. So it looks like, again, it's all the same symbols. This is a different symbol. So probably from different sections of things. And then we have the monster cards. Ooh, they look really strong too. They do not look easy. No, it didn't rip properly. Oh, there we go. Haha, I got it. So these are the big cards for the monsters that you can fight in the game that have the stats on the back and what they end up doing. The Watchers are adorable. There we go. So all that goes underneath, and then we pile these back up here. Looks like there'd be plenty of space for sleeves in this. And also for potential expansions. And then we have the dice that will go back in here. Let me just zoom out again so you get the full box. Then we have the first layering of stuff here. Goes this way. Second layering of stuff that goes here. This is very cool, very nice. Then we have the boards, the manual, and the tokens. I will say that it looks like not everything will fit perfectly in the box. You might have a little bit of a bump in your box. But I mean, overall, not too bad. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, you do have a little bit of a leftover, like on the top here, that's coming up, but not overall. Everything's in like plastic or so on, so it's a very nice fit. Would have liked to seen spots for the tokens inside the box, like in the plastic, just because they took so much time to do placing for the miniatures. So it would have been nice to have like maybe a higher box to do the token bits, but overall really nicely done. So that was the core box for Horizon New Dawn, Zero Dawn, the board game from Steamforged Games. Next, we've got one of the expansions the Thunderjaw expansion. So this is going to have a huge mini, I believe, in it. Because he's going to be one of the big fighters. Or maybe it'll be several small ones. Who knows? Let's just get into the box and see what we've got in this one. There we go. And that's all the plastic. And let's see what's inside the box. Dum, 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 dum. And there you go. So we've got the rules for this monstrosity. It's about probably 6 pages. Maybe a little bit more. About 10 pages long. Oh, and he takes up 4 spaces. He's a big mother trucker. Oh, wow. And so that's the rule book. Oh, there's an assembly guide. Oh my goodness. So the question is does he fit in the box after you assemble him? We'll keep that close by. So we have 2 new tiles. So 4 new in total. So let's open up this here real quick. Come on. Yeah, plastic. Let's see. Come on, let go. Let go. Let go, my ego. Oh, there we go. Voila. So, we've got 2 new tiles here for map purposes. Oh, no, it's not 2 tiles. It's a full-on board. It isn't double, is it double-sided? It is not double-sided, but it is gigantic. And so this is to fight this particular guy. Like his home zone, I guess, would be the best way to give the example. And this comes out very nicely and holds a place for the map. Oh, look at the details. The details are amazing. So that's 1 leg. That's another leg. This also has its own plastic insert. So this you will have to assemble when you're playing him. Holy moly, he's huge. Like, he takes up 2 hands. This is how big this miniature is. He's going to be gargantuan on the board. And the pieces just slide in. I hope I have the right leg for that section. I believe so. It looks right. Well, maybe not. Let's see. I want to see how easily it comes together and comes apart. Oh, okay. That went really easy. Really easy. Once I had the right angle for it. And then this one here should go there. Oh, so they're meant to come apart. So again, this guy's huge. And it looks like the poor guy's missing some arms. But like, that's the way the miniature is made. And then you can attach him to his big plate. I'm not going to attach him because I want to paint these. He might just stay in a display case once I have a display case in my game room. Because that's the one thing I'm missing right now for my miniatures. But holy cow, that guy's huge. Just place him back right. Put that over him. So we've got the other things in this box are his encounter, like his boss fight stuff. So he's got his 2 cards. Thunderjaw. Oh, okay, so there's 2 versions. There's one for when you're fighting him 1 to 2 players or 3 to 4 players and different abilities. And then you've got a small deck of cards here for what you get from this guy. Am I opening it up? I am. Come on. I am highly impressed with the miniatures. I've played a couple of Steamforged games before, but I played the ones that didn't have miniatures in them. Or had very little miniatures. So this is the set of cards you get with this one. With different tactics for the monster and then also additional stuff there. So that's everything that comes in this box. And holy moly, this guy is huge. Like, wow. Like, he takes up the whole box. Rules for him. He's definitely an encounter I want to fight. And it's going to be so much fun painting him. I'm definitely going to have to get a lot of reference pictures just to get, like, a base view of how to paint him because he's just so big. But again, this is Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game, the expansion, the Thunderjaw expansion. This is again a 1 to 4 player game, plays ages 14 and up, and it plays in about 60 to 90 minutes. So that's everything I've gotten for Horizon Dawn Zero. So let's get, ooh, I'm getting caught on something. Let me get the box here for, yeah. Whoops. Got away from me a little bit. Just put these over here. So now we're going to go straight into Godtear. So this is the starter kit. Let me get that illustrator there. There we go. So this is the starter kit for 2 players. It gives you everything you need for the base game. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expansions to go with that as well. I hope you guys are enjoying the unboxing so far. So let's get down to it and see about these miniatures. So this one comes with 2 factions already in the box. And the more factions you want to play with, there are definitely a bunch of different expansions you can get. Alright. So you will need a base game to be able to play with the expansions. Let's see here. There we go. So there comes, whew, it looks like a fairly big board. And it's 2-sided too. Whew. Hold on, let's see if I can open it up all the way. So it's a really big board, just to give you a full view of it a little bit. With a tracker on the side, and it is double-sided, it looks like. There we go. Then we have nice chunky dice. Ooh, these are interesting feeling. Ooh. Doesn't look like there's any kind of defense on them. Like it's only straight up attacking. So maybe you don't have, you probably have like a base defense. Next, we have the rule book. And this is about, how many pages long? It's 32 pages long. So we'll give you a quick view of the rule book. Gives you all the information you need on the 2 armies. gives you background on what happened in the overview of the world, along with setup. Now, I believe Godtear came out before Skytear, which is another kind of skirmish game. Different backgrounds, different games completely. But it'll be interesting to compare the two. Ooh, so you have different scenarios you can play as well. Ah. And then a reference sheet at the back. So from here you've got 2 sheets for players, for your heroes. And then we've got tokens. So we've got 1, 2, 3 things of tokens. Space for tokens and cards. So let's open up the cards real quick. So you get 1, 2, 3 cards for the green team and 3 cards for the red team. Let's zoom in here and see what we've got for the cards. Zoom out just a little tad. There we go. So Cold Bones, and then Cold Bones. You've got this guy here, and then you've also got this guy here. So to give you a view of the miniatures, oh, they're so big. So this is your champion for this particular army. The champion is usually bigger than all the other figurines. And then you've got several of the same model, it looks like. Oh no, they're all slightly different. So, just to give you a better view of him. That's one. We've got like a chrysalis type thing going on here with a skull. Is it facing the other way? There we go. Just trying to make sure the miniatures go back properly in their spots. Don't want to damage them. But oh, they're so cool looking. Again, I am very, very impressed with their miniature line right now. I might have to go and buy the Bloodborne miniature game if this is how the figurines turned out for these games. There we go. And then for this one, we've got three different team members here. You've got like a rock dude. You've got, I think that's the champion, or maybe not. There you go. Oh, okay, so she's got an army of rock dudes. She's like a geomancer kind of looking. Very cool. So that's the champion for this one, and then you've got several little rock dudes that are part of your team. I wonder if you can do bigger skirmishes too. I guess you don't necessarily need to paint them, but they're so cool that I really want to paint them. And then this one also has like a crystal thing for the team. So that's everything in the box except for the tokens. We'll leave the cards in the little sleeve package they gave us. Real quick. So this looks like it just fits right in there. Unzoom. to give you a better view of the box while I pop out the tokens. So there's hearts tokens, there's number tokens, there's the God tiers. Like these are the God tiers that you would use to set up your board with. Which are really cool looking. You've got like additional defense stuff, it looks like, or targeting, or dodging. I think we're going to end up just putting everything in the same bag. Some tokens there. And they're double-sided too. They have different colors. That's really cool. Yeah, there we go with those ones. Get rid of the numbers. The numbers might be the way that they play out. Who knows? We will definitely have to look into the rules for this. So that's everything in that one. We've got some status effects again. More hearts. Different colored one. Some more God tiers. Again, it looks very interesting. The campaigning in it looks very cool. Some more hearts. Assuming this is to track damage on your cards. There we go. That's the end of that one. And we've got more there. And then we've got our last of our tokens here. So again, this looks like a very interesting skirmish game. I will definitely be bringing it to the table once I've read the rules, because I am all for two-player games, because lots of fun there. Different colored ones again. More God tiers. More status effects. And they pop out really easily, the tokens too. It's nicely done. Alright. So that's everything on that board. With some more God tier stuff. Don't know if the board is going to sit properly if I put these like this. I will have to see. Because there was a plastic. No, there wasn't a plastic. It was just a layover. Alright. We might have to put these here for just convenience. And we only have one bag, so we'll be popping everything into that single bag for all the tokens. Other than the God tiers, we already put them in that little section there. I mean, they're easy enough to split up. There's not that much of a difference between them other than the status effect tokens, because there's several different types of them, but not a big deal. Get all the hearts in here real quick. There we go. So that's everything in the base box that you will be getting. So it's not too thick. There we go. Let's see what else we had to put back in here. We had the rule book. And then this big guy. So yeah, there doesn't look like there's one specific spot for the tokens other than that one little hole here. So I guess I'm just gonna have to put it on top of everything, which will cause a bump in the box, but that's okay. So that, oop, I missed a token. That is everything in the core box for Godtear. And this is the Turtle Glade starter set. So there's probably different maps you can get with depending on which starter set you get and so on. So onto the armies that we got to show off in this as well. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Hi Severin, I'm doing well. How are you? So we're starting off with this guy. Let's see here. We're having fun unpackaging stuff from Steamforged. So because the boxes are so small, we can zoom in a bit. There we go. So the box is pretty simplistic. You've got your cards. Ooh, there's a plastic over them as well. So inside the box, you will have your cards. Huh, they're 8 to the box. Probably for display purposes within the box. Oh, we're not going to tape that down. Stick that over there. I'm doing good. I'm a bit tired, but overall, okay. Well, that's good to hear, Severin. I know you're at end of semester type stuff too, so congratulations. So we'll zoom in a little bit more since we've already unpackaged the box. So we've got several different cards here for this clan of people trying to get God tiers. Blackjaw. So this is the Blackjaw miniature. He's a big orc looking dude. And then you have his minions, who all have different things as well, or different abilities. Different weaponry. Again, I am super impressed with the quality of miniature that we see from this company. Like, it's super detailed. Let's see here. Like, super detailed. Let's see what else we've got here. One guy running out to defend the champion. When I paint these, when I get around to painting these, come on, pick them up. I would probably leave the base yellow as much as possible, just so that I can associate it with the cards. Oh, there's one last one. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of spawn point or like, what's it called? Like, capture the flag point. Let's see here. We'll pop these back in here. For this kind of a game, I would probably ditch the box and just get a tackle box. So that's everything in this one here. So this was the Blackjaw expansion. Now we're going to go with the more humanoid. This is Helen and her rattled peasants. There we go. Whoop. So like before in the box. Oh, this is done a little bit differently. You actually have like claw marks to try and grab the cards. So just to show off the cards a bit, so we have Helen, who is our champion. We have Helen again, and then we have her peasants. And again, the cards are double-sided. Oh. Okay, I thought he was split down the middle there for a second because of the way that the cut was, but it's just the way his outfit is. So it would be really interesting to see what kind of a mythos, come on, focus on him, what kind of mythos each hero or champion has. I'm sure there's something in the lore of the game that gives us more detail. Again, super impressed with the manufacturing of the miniatures. Now, these guys had more, so I'm wondering if, depending on the campaign you're doing or whatnot, will depend on what miniatures you can use or how many miniatures you can use. Because in the starter set, I don't think each of them had the same amount. It doesn't look like this one has one of those capture the flag points either. And then this is Helen herself. She's gorgeous looking. And that's everything in this box. So this just slides right in there. This flips over with the plastic. And that's everything in that box. Next, we have the what looked like to be the centaur race. Let's see what we've got here. I'm just trying to get the plastic off. There we go. What? So these are the centaurs. They look super exciting. I wonder if they're a lot stronger because there's less of them. Let's see. So just to give you an overview of the cards that come in the box. Oh, she looks cool. And then we have additional one card, which I'm not sure what that means. We'll have to find out when we read the rules. I should be smart and also look underneath. Sometimes companies leave little hidden things underneath these things, but not in this case. Alright, so those are the cards that come with this set. And then we'll have the miniatures. So this is the main champion for this group. Oh, she's so cool looking. And then we have her centaur buddies. Hold on. So again, very cool looking. Cannot wait to paint these. I'm planning on picking up painting again on Thursdays, depending on my shift schedule. I am not sure if I will be painting live or not, just because I paint weird. I don't paint like most people. People paint like this, I paint like this. And they also have a little, like, capture the flag token piece again. Focus on my hand. Come on. There we go. If you look really closely, he's got a little face on the back and the front. And again, that's everything in this box. So when you're buying the expansions, you are literally buying just the miniatures that come for the expansion. It doesn't come with additional components for the game or the base. It comes with the cards for the heroes and the figures for the heroes. So, this is the Skull Breaker. He looks like another orc type tribe. There we go. He's huge looking. He is massive looking. So let's see what the cards give us. So additional cards for this group. So you've got the main hero. And then you've got the tooth bearers. So, the figurine for the main hero. He is huge, but there's so much detail in just the figure alone. Like the scarring on the blade. That's huge. And then you've got the little, like, spawn token. I've been calling them spawn tokens, but I'm not sure if they're spawn tokens. I'll have to read up on the rules. Come on. Whoop. There we go. Then you've got this guy here. Again, super well structured miniatures. Like, I'm not scared that these things are gonna break. They're really solid. Again, the details on the figures is just amazing. Which one is this one? Is this a tiny dude? Oh, he's crouching, that's why. She's crouching, it looks. Be careful of the short ones. They are always the dangerous ones. Alrighty then. That's the last figure for this box. We'll put the cards back like we've been doing. And again, usually for like a miniature game like this, I'll get a tackle box specifically so that it's easier to travel with and have like all the miniatures in different tierings. Because of the sizes of the bigger heroes, I'd probably put them at the bottom of the tackle box just to make sure they don't get damaged. Or maybe the top of the tackle box where there's like a bigger space for them. Alright, and that's everything in this box. Oops, I put that on backwards. There we go. Ta-da. And we've got our last box for Godtear. Bum-ba-da-dum. These are the Moored Blade, the Soulless, and the Knight's Shades. No glue required, which is always good when dealing with miniatures. I enjoyed, what was it, Super Gentleman Store. You built your miniatures, but that was an experience for me. So there's our lovely box. We're gonna pop these out real quick. And this is the last box we have for this unboxing. So this one taped down too. Give me the cards. It is. That's why I was having trouble. I'm like, why aren't you giving me the cards? There we go. There's teeny tiny tape on it. Alright. The art design for this game, too, looks really well done. So, to give you card references, we've got this one here. Ooh. We've got the opposite side. Next card. Just gorgeous looking. And let's check out the miniatures. We'll start with the small guys in this one. So you've got the nightshades, the soulless, just wow. I'm loving the miniatures in this. Like, I have quite a bias for miniatures because I really like cool miniatures, but this is giving them a very good run for their money. I will definitely be keeping an eye out for further campaigns from Steamforged if this is the quality of miniature you get. Oh, this looks interesting. He's like a screaming, come on, screaming totem of a hero. And then the big guy, he looks amazing. The sword, I can't wait to try and figure out how to get like a really cool effect for the sword, because it's not just like on fire, it's like soul fire. Wow. And that's everything in the box. Let's just wrap this all up here. Put everything back in the box. There we go. And voila, that's everything in the box. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed our live unboxing of Steamforged Goodie Box. Thanks again to the team from Steamforged for sending it to us. We really enjoyed unboxing everything, and we can't wait to get this content to the table. So thank you again so much for shipping it to us. So again, we went through Godtear, we went through Zero Dawn Horizon, and also Ni No Kuni II, which is a town building game. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll catch you next time at the table. Bye, y'all.